Hello there! And of course, greetings and good evening, my fellow figure pals and gals. It is I, everybody's favorite figure collecting Lobo, here once again with another exciting episode of Figure Friday. And of course, to recap, it is that special time of the week where we spend some quality time together and basically nerd out about all things figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia, related of all kinds, shapes, colors, and sizes. Best believe, anything of that sort you're going to find right here on this channel. Now, before the holiest moments, folks, just please, if you haven't already, please do me a favor. Please, do me a favor. Go grab yourself something to eat, something to drink, something to snack on if you want to, or if you just want to chill, hey, that's perfectly fine too. Because again, I want you guys to know this is a green zone. Every single buddy is welcome, and please, I implore you guys, hey, just come chill and nerd out with your boy. But go ahead and help yourselves, because again, there's no rush. Hello and good evening, mother. How are you? Oh, okay, that's new because it's telling me if I swipe right on the screen, I can see something else. But I'm not worried about it. I mean, honestly, I'm just here to have a good time with everybody, which more or less I'm hoping you guys are too. And of course, don't worry about me because I had some dinner not too long ago, and of course I got a drink right here, some good old Dr. Pepper. Yeah, boy. All right. Thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for the rose. It smells divine. Seriously. Oh my goodness. Oh, good lord. Yeah, I meant to stretch, but I honestly spaced it. But of course, make sure that you guys are maintaining, the hydration. Keep your hands washed for the love of all things holy. Even if you think, the COVID still is, kind of dead out there, believe me, I guarantee you it's just lurking. All I'm saying, protect yourself and protect those around you. Because again, everybody is essential, whether you like to believe it or not. You're essential, you're necessary, you're needed. So please, remember that. I gotta tell you, today was a good day. I mean, yeah, it's true. I had to work, which I'm not upset about because, hey, if I don't work, I don't make the money. If I don't make the money, then I can't bring all this cool stuff to share with you guys, right? Sounds like a good deal to me, huh? But I do hope, again, you guys are maintaining your safety. I hope you guys are having a good day on this especially auspicious Friday. And again, it's no rush because I want you guys to feel as relaxed as possible. Be zen, be a zen-like presence. Just chill, lay back, Ah, yes, give hugs, yes, give hugs, yes, good hugs, yes, I love hugs, good hugs. But that's beside the point. Oh, goodness gracious. Lovely. Okay, so we had the 3-minute marker, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to say hello and welcome back for those who are just joining us, or if you're watching this as a highlight, because as you know, we are live not only from my YouTube channel, but also from TikTok as well. Lady Ayoko, hello and good evening to you. How are you? And I hope you're doing well. But yes. So for tonight's episode, we're actually going to climb into our X-wings, our Y-wings, our Millennium Falcons, and we're going to blast off into the stars to introduce a really bad guy, and of course his lethal fighting force. Now, keep in mind, this particular individual that I'm introducing for the first time, not necessarily on like maybe Darth Vader bad, but still pretty close. So, ladies and gents, please give our first big Wolfpack welcome, and of course stand at attention for Grand Admiral Thrawn. Yeah, Thrawn. Yeah, and you're hearing me right, folks. It's actually a Thrawn. But the blue-faced bad guy of the Ahsoka series on Disney Plus is making his debut this fine Friday evening. And thankfully, since I was, pretty much the only man alive left in my squad, I was left alive to tell the tale. He spared me, thankfully. So I thank you for that, Grand Admiral. Okay, beautiful. Dang. Check him out. As you can see, sporting his trademark Imperial uniform here. And of course, the blue skin with the piercing red eyes. And of course, he is packing some heat, so I'd be careful. You might use it on you. Now, a little history lesson about the Grand Admiral here. So, He's a brilliant strategist as well as ruthless and very, very cunning. Now, when the Empire needed a strong commander to dismantle the rebellion on Lothal, they called upon Thrawn, known for studying his enemies, including their arts and their cultures, in order to, my apologies, little gas, to, oh goodness, to gain that tactical advantage needed to bring down his enemies, often overlooked by his peers, which is unfortunately because if you overlook a general, Grand Admiral like him, you're definitely going to regret it. But he was exiled into parts unknown with the Jedi and rebel leader Urza Bridger during the Battle of Lothal. However, when he was exiled onto the distant world of Peridea, Thrawn found the Great Mother's fortress and woke up the witches that were actually dwelling there. The captain of his guard, known as Enoch, and his troopers actually aided in his quest to rebuild the Chimera. I think it was called the Chimera or Chimera. My apologies if I butcher that name. While his disciple Morgan Elsbeth was actually hard at work building a hyperspace ring capable of bringing him back home. Now, despite the intervention of Ahsoka Tano and Sabine Wren, Thrawn actually succeeded in his plan and returned to Dothamir with the Great Mothers and his army. Now, while most people would really overlook him because they feel like he's not really a big enough threat, I mean, it's actually thanks to him that another war would basically start up, because during the Ahsoka Tano series, the realms or the times of peace and without war were prosperous. So if Thrawn was actually able to complete his conquest, then the war would definitely break out once again, and the galaxy would be just indulged in chaos. Now, I did find out some pretty interesting fun facts about the Grand Admiral. For example, did you guys know? Now, forgive me if I butcher this, but his real name is actually Mith Raw Nuru Odo. Now, I tried to put that in sections just to help myself remember. Mith, Mitth, Raw, Raw, Nuru Odo, Nuruodo. I'm just saying, if you think I mean, if I'm pretty sure you guys can pronounce it too. I mean, hey, good luck to you, But also, he was personally selected by Darth Sidious. And if you guys don't know who that is, well, he's also Emperor Palpatine. You don't hear that. You did not hear that from me. I'm just saying. But probably the most interesting fact is that he actually worked very closely alongside Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker. Now, I know what you're thinking. This was actually before the Clone Wars actually broke out. Just so you know, it was before the Clone Wars, so there's no hazing. But with that being said, we're going to move on. We're going to switch gears here. We're going to just mold the Force abilities into another type of character here. Okay. But before that, I need another swig. And don't forget to share the live, folks. As you know, I'm trying to help everybody have a good time. Lovely. And again, if I'm going too fast or speaking too fast, please tell me, and I will definitely slow down. Because again, I want everybody to have as much fun as I do when I do these live sessions, because I think it's a great time, especially the fact that I'm being able to share it with all of you, that everybody's watching it, having a good old time as well. So again, I hope you guys are well, and I hope that you are ready, because we're going to go ahead and move on to our next character. Well, I mean, he's one of many. Let me put it to you that way. Because next up, now that we've introduced the Grand Admiral, or the head of it, we're going to be introducing the fighting force that is actually backing the Grand Admiral and is literally a death squad. So please, give another big Wolfpack welcome to the Night Trooper. Yes, you heard me right, folks. The Night Trooper, the soulless army made up of these guys behind the Admiral, has made their debut known as well. But being that I only secured one out of the thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions, I'm not really sure. I don't really know like what their numbers even look like. Thanks so much for the roses. Oh, it's beautiful. But bam, check them out. And now I know what you're thinking, but they're just stormtroopers. What's the difference? And I'm so glad that you asked because I'm about to spit some facts to you. Now, being again that I only have the one, and there are actually thousands more. So he agreed to allow me to interview him and get his story and tell the tale. So the night troopers were basically stormtroopers, yes, and they served Grand Admiral Thrawn, but that was actually during his exile on the planet Peridea, whereas compromising the majority of his forces, and they were actually stationed aboard the Imperial I-class Star Destroyer, which was again the Chimera. My apologies. Under the command of Captain of the Guard Enoch, and following the Battle of Lothal in 1 BBY, where Thrawn's Star Destroyer had actually been taken by the intergalactic traveling Purgil at the request of Jedi Ezra Bridger, and energized by the magic of the Great Mothers, granting them an inhuman level of persistence. And now, don't get me wrong. Still, most of the soldiers were living people, and through the magic, however, both living and deceased night troopers could actually rise from the dead as reanimated corpses. And the night troopers, they were incredibly loyal to only Grand Admiral Thrawn, and whom they were willing to sacrifice their own lives for with their undead lives, then also marching in his honor. Now, whether or not a night trooper was alive or dead, the soldier represented a fighting force that invoked nothing but literal death. So, I mean, in a way, if you have an army of these guys backing you, you're pretty much out of luck because, yeah, you can blast them, you can cut them down, but unless you literally, or even then, right down the middle, they're one of the most persistent fighting forces in all Star Wars. Now, granted, I'm sure there are others, but these guys are one of the more well-known fighting forces next to the Stormtroopers. Just sheer force and numbers, I guess I'd have to say, would be the only differential between the two. And unfortunately, I couldn't really find any fun facts about them. I mean, like I just explained, other than the fact that they're both living night troopers and they're both undead night troopers, which of course they're able to coalesce and fight alongside. But again, that's only because they're so loyal to Grand Admiral Thrawn. That boy Marv knows his history. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to think that I do. King V, I see you. I mean, yeah, it's true. I'm a bit of a nerd. I indulge in a lot of history and lore when it comes down to things like Star Wars and things like that. But hey, that's more part for the course because that way I can share with you guys, my friends, my wicked friends, my awesome friends. Again. But with that being said, folks, I am gonna get up out of here. I'm going to be shooting over to my Twitch to do some streaming. No menu for layers, believe me. Was it really a dead giveaway? I mean, was it really that obvious? I mean, come on, seriously. But feel free to hit the subscribe button over here when it appears because you thought I was going to go here, but no, I go here. And feel free to sample either one of these fine videos, of course, when they do appear. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another riveting episode. So, as always, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves, be safe, and be zen as always, huh? Peace.